look almost apoplectic.
I'm fine, child, fine. Hot as Hades here. Tennessee in July.
Yes, well, you don't look well. I think you ought to lie down.
Oh, nonsense. I need to attend to this correspondence. So many people asking for help. Or writing to say they agree with me that President Grant ought not to be running for a third term.
You in politics, Daddy, it shall be the death of you.
Defending the Constitution has been my life. Along with you and your mother, of course.
Yes, well, Mother couldn't stand being in the White House. In fact, I believe all that commotion made her even more unwell.
Well, what a wonderful White House hostess you turned out to be, Martha, in her stead.
Yes, that's as may be, but I doubt all that strain did you very much good either. Look at how they impeached you and nearly ran you out of town after all you did to save the Union, not to mention acquiring Alaska.
Well, I'm back now, ain't I? Senator of the great state of Tennessee once more. Vindication!
Oh, now that's it. Let's get you over to your bed. I'm going to go fetch the doctor for you.
Oh, no, now, just rest here a minute and then I'll get back to work. No need to waste time and money on a doctor. Now, I can overcome my own troubles.
Yes, well, when I return, I better not find you at this desk. I need to fetch you some more water, yeah? Daddy.
What are you doing here?
Oh, well, I've come to see how you are.
Well, I'm all right. I'm just resting from some outside exertions.
Oh, you know better than to go gallivanting on a hot day. Oh, my, what a great many books. I am so proud you finally learned to read.
I know there was no money for schooling after Daddy died, but I have come to love reading, even if I still can't spell too good. I know you did your best, Mama. And you were right. Learning the trade of tailor has served me all my life. Look at it. I made this suit myself.
Yes, but I misjudged the man to whom you were apprenticed. I thought he would be a kindly master. It's a good thing you decided to flee across the mountains from North Carolina.
I'm sorry I drug you along, Mama.
Oh, but what an adventure that was. All we had was that old blonde donkey to carry our few things. Oh, but it was the start of a new life, and look how far you rose.
You showed me what fortitude was, Mama, after Daddy died. And I think I've shown them upper crust folks something too. Nobody can stop a true man of the people.
You always would defy anyone to do what you thought was right. Like fighting all those years to get that homestead bill passed. But now, my son, you can put your burdens down and join others of the family. Did you know that your son Robert stopped drinking?
Oh, Robert, perhaps I was too hard on the boy.
Oh, I doubt he was the last, first nor the last, child of an ambitious man to seek solace in the bottle and women. But he is now at peace. And so can you be.
Please, Mama. Not yet, please. I got so much to do still.
I would insist you join me now, but I know you cannot defy that final summons forever. So for now, my son, I'll wait a little bit longer.
Who's there? My eyesight is failing me.
You wish to see me if you could, it is I, Frederick Douglass.
Douglas? But it's been 10 years. What are you doing in Tennessee? I thought you were still up there in D.C. running yet another newspaper.
How could I not appear before the man who almost single-handedly brought the political aspirations of the white Southerners?
I was trying to follow the policy of President Lincoln, may his soul rest in peace, of malice toward none, in order to get those southern states back in line with the Union and the Constitution.
You oppose opposed the Freedmen's Bureau, the Civil Rights Act, the 14th and the 15th Amendments.
No presidents have no formal role in amending the Constitution. And I did insist that all rebel states ratify the 13th Amendment before readmission in hopes of ending slavery in all states.
Yet you failed to support the efforts to ensure those freedmen could vote. Why not when you portray yourself as a man of the people?
Most of them had no experience making decisions of such importance. And some 90% of them were illiterate.
So were you, so was I. That's why schools bringing together black and white children to learn to read and write ought to have been funded by your administration.
But government cannot do everything for everybody. You and I, we didn't have the benefit of schooling, yet we learned to read and we rose through our own efforts. Remember, the country had just spent vast amounts, Frederick, prosecuting a war. I had to be fiscally prudent.
America will rue the day it failed to provide integrated public schooling for all children, as well as failing to protect the civil rights of free men, including the right to vote. The stain of slavery is not abolished until the black man puts a ballot in the box.
But even President Lincoln himself in his last speech said that the vote ought to be limited to those former slaves who were, I quote, intelligent, or to those who had fought for the Union Army.
As I've said before, Lincoln was not always the colored man's best friend. It took him long enough to issue the Emancipation Proclamation.
Indeed, because as a politician he had to navigate all variety of interests and opinions. And I did too, but Frederick, I defended the laboring men who in both North and South were the cannon fodder of that war, yet gained nothing from it.
You mean white labor men. At least President Grant's not letting the KKK run them up without a firm response.
But should our nation get used to the military being arbiter of political and legal disputes? And should Grant's new Justice Department remain a tool of whoever's in power if it is intended to be a mechanism to protect civil rights? Only fidelity to the Constitution offers Americans a chance to make ours a more perfect union. Can we not at least agree on that?
We agree on defending the Constitution, and we've done so at great risk to our own lives. But we've had such diverging views as to what that allows or requires, haven't we? Be that as it may, and even when I say that you all make sense, the debates will continue. Your part in this.
Yes, my part. Frederick, I had so hoped to keep fighting for the people, for your people.
Don't worry, Ed. I reckon I'll be able to keep doing it. When do you use? When do you use? When?
Yeah, well, you do that, Frederick. 20 years. 20 years. We know that.
Who is it you're talking to? You know there's only the two of us here. Oh, and I brought you some fresh flowers. Oh, Daddy. Daddy, are you all right? Oh, damn the expense. I'm fetching the doctor right now. Oh.
Well, Andy. Looks like you're finally joining me at last. You stubborn old mule, so full of vim and vinegar, I thought you might never leave the political arena.
Well, Mr. President, sir, what are you doing here? Last time I saw you, you were expiring on a bed too short for you in that room across from Ford's Theater.
Well, who says I'm breathing now? Although I do thank you for crossing D.C. that night. The assassin's still at large, come find me. You do know they were meaning to kill you, too.
Yeah, that's what the Pinkerton boy said. But we got Booth and his gang in the end. I do regret, though, that lady, Mary Surratt, was hanged with the conspirators. Probably should have pardoned her.
Well, you do make some tough calls as president. But did you always have to be so ornery? especially with Congress. Small wonder they impeached you. Don't you remember, as they always say, catch more flies with honey than with vinegar?
But the radical Republicans had it all wrong. The acts of secession were null and void, so there was no call for reconstruction at the point of bayonets.
When you were a military governor, I don't recall you handled opponents with kid gloves.
You got me there, eh?
After that awful war, didn't we need to stitch the country back together with the least amount of fuss? As a tailor, you surely saw that, right?
You know how I tried to prevent those rich, self-important planters from dragging southern states down their disastrous path? But you also know how much they hated you.
Yes, I did sometimes wonder why the wealthy North and South didn't seem to care much for either of us.
Perhaps what the wealthy don't understand about you and I is that we care about something other than money. A nation of, by, and for the people, as you well put.
Thank you, Andy. I did like the ring of that little line. Of course, I doubt anyone will remember my little speech at Gettysburg. Come to think of it, I don't think that in time they'll remember either of us.
They'll remember you, dear Abe, like Pericles.
Well, Athenian democracy didn't last forever now, did it? And as for you, you stubborn old mule, your time on this vale of tears has its limits too. Come along, Andy. Time to go.
But there's still so much to do. The current administration is so corrupt. And that so-called president, you know those leeches that surround him wanting to run for a third term? Well, they're ruining the republic, Abe. There's something must be done.
Hush! Hush, Andy. Nobody has the time to get everything done they like. Even General President Grant was not long for this world. So come with me, Andy, and we'll converse blithely with those who came before us. And with our Ulysses, once he arrives. Oh, by the way, I think you'll very much like speaking with the original Greek. Odysseus